Hi everybody and welcome to Kevin's Upfront Opinion. Now, I can't believe I'm going to speak about this, to be honest. Now obviously, as we all know, Keir Starmer is a lovey-dovey when it comes to the EU. You know, it's something that the Labour Party have always been, you know, right up the European community's arse. Sorry for the language, but that's reality. You know, when he was in opposition and he was the Brexit secretary, you know, he wanted everything that they were willing to offer. So, there's a report that's been released because obviously, as most people are aware, we went to speak to them to readjust our relationship with the EU. Now, a report's come out from the Daily Mail, okay, online, basically to say what they want in return to reset the relationship. Now, the one thing I will say first, if he does this, he's an absolute moron and he should be sacked and kicked out of the Labour Party. He should be sacked as Prime Minister on the spot, because people aren't going to accept it. I appreciate the younger generation will accept it. I don't dispute that for a single second. But people that voted for Brexit will be up in arms over this. They will go nuts. And what you've got to remember, a lot of them people are Labour voters in the north of England. So, what have they said? So, Brussels are going to demand, right, get this, but Labour will surrender fishing rights and follow EU laws for the first time since Brexit, which was reported last night. And European leaders are said to want to make a new trade deal with Keir Starmer, dependent on Britain accepting, get this one's brilliant, the European Court of Justice jurisdiction, which would be the first time since Brexit back in January 2020 that the UK has had to follow EU law as part of its trading relationship with the bloc, which means the hardline stance is set out in a document seen by the Times that will be presented to a Council of European Ministers next week. Now, if this is the case, who's going to be happy with this? Well, I know one person for certain that's on the benches. Well, I know I can name two people that aren't going to be too happy about this. One is going to be Nigel Farage. He's going to go mad. Second one is going to be Richard Tice. He's going to flip his lid over this. Now, I may be wrong, but I very much doubt I'm going to be wrong. So if either of them want to contact me about it and tell me that I'm wrong about it, be my guest. You can always email me or give me a call. No problem with that. Okay. But otherwise, is he actually serious? He's really willing to consider this? You know, it's bad enough what he did for the elderly with taking away their winter fuel payment, but then to do this on top of it and consider doing it, he's got to be on drugs or something. I'm sorry to say it, he's got to be. And I know that's an awful thing for me to say, or he needs to have a psychological evaluation, because if he's willing to consider doing this, he's not fit for office. I'm sorry to say it. No matter what your view is on Brexit, on how badly it was done and everything, but if he's willing to say, right, we're no longer going to really be relying on UK laws, we've got to follow the European Court of Justice for it, a lot of bad and some good, and we're going to give up all our fishing rights. Okay, there are some benefits for the youth as well. I think he needs to have a long hard look at himself. So for now, let us know in the comments down below what you do actually think. But for now, thanks for listening, and we'll speak to you again a bit later.